I know the literal second that I switch screens, ads are going to be like, okay, we're playing now. We're playing now. Ugh. All right, I'll tempt the fates. How we doing tonight, everybody? Let's do the thing. Hello. What's up? How are you? God damn it, I knew it! Sitting here waiting. Fine, I'll have a little sweet treat. I'll have a little sweet treat while I wait. Literally the second I flip, it's like, oh yeah, ads, by the way. So annoying. So annoying. Well, I'm looking at our picture of Kima, and it looks like I have to do another coat on, looks like 5. It does not look like we did 6 at all. So we'll start. I'm a little like, Kima's really brown. And there's a lot of gray in this picture, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on. But we'll see. She's definitely a brown cat. And like all of the colors on this are gray. So I'm a little nervous that it's not gonna really look like her. I may have to order another Kima because there's so much gray. She's not a gray tabby. I think I even said in the email that Kima's a brown tabby in the order, and she still came out really gray. Because if I'm looking at all of the colors that they have for her, everything's gray. So I don't know. I'm gonna make sure I'm not crazy right now. I'm like quintuple checking. Quintuple checking now. Like this should be her. I'm not sure now. I'm not sure now. I'm not sure now. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't specify. In which case, it's my fault, and I'll paint her again. I'll actually specifically request the same picture again. But I don't know, man. Hang on. Yeah, I said she is a brown tabby. But everything for her is very gray. I don't know. I'm gonna trust the process, and I'm gonna wait to see it finished before I'm like, oh man, I have to order another one. I will, because I love painting these things, but you know, I want it to look like her so darn much. All right. Okay, so hi, hello, how are you? I am here. I'm trying to find the paintbrush I want for tonight. I think I want this one. What's up? How you doing? How are you doing? I saw Necrotino and I saw Korg pop in. Hello. Nice firsties for Necrotino. Nice firsties. And let's flip here. Actually, I have to put a fake cat. We have to put fake cat up right now, because I don't have a cat in the window for you guys yet. I'm sure one will be here shortly. I'm sure one will be here shortly, but for now, fake cat. Okay. We are gonna get started because we have a lot of painting to do. 26 months, Kaz! Kaz, that's amazing. Thank you. I'm not doing 6, I'm doing 5. Thank you for being here.
The missile is very tired. He is eepy. The missile has had a very long day of splashing bandits and wants to take just a small sleep. He EB and Neebies to sleepy.
He does EB and Neeby to sleepy. I mean, same, though. Like, also, same. This paint is separating. This paint is separating. I have another kit. I technically have a commission. I'll call it a commission because I wasn't expecting to paint this one. And I am now. So I have a kit that was for a friend who does not think they'll be able to get through it in time before the paint dries. So now I have a commission. So we're going to officially do my first commissioned pet portrait. We'll see how that goes. Because like I said, I'm offering. You want your pet portraited. If you want your pet portraited, all you gotta do is have your kit shipped to me and I will paint it. Because right now, man, these kits are my obsession. Oh, yeah. So they like really clear portraits with good lighting. And they usually like you to send them like 3-ish positions that they can pick from, whichever one will work best on the camera. So if you have a couple, I think I sent them 4 different Kima pictures for this. I think this is gonna need a little bit of this. It's gonna need a drop of Zagoo. Alright, I'm gonna use this one to stir Zagoo. I had to add some pouring medium to this one because it's already starting to kind of clump up on me. And the cool thing too, Kaz, is then you get to see your kitty get painted too on stream. Which I think is really, really fun. There we go. That's way better. Much more fluid. Much better. Yes, the next painting we'll be doing is a duo. If you guys remember my foster cat, Biscuit, at all, it's Biscuit's parent who we're painting the duo for. And I gotta get started on it because that kit came the same time as this one. And if this paint's getting crusty already, that means we gotta get painting. Oh, I don't think I mentioned this because I think this happened while I was away because last week ended up being a no stream week randomly. I got back into the full market. So we got some crocheting to do and I've been picking out my patterns. So I'm going to do some of the same patterns as I did last year. Like people really liked the chickens. So we're going to be doing the chickens again. And people really liked the dragons. The dragons sold out almost immediately. So we're going to do the dragons again. And I think we're going to add in the pigs because you guys remember I crocheted that one piglet and it was so stinking cute. So we're going to add the pigs. It's a little barnyard area. More loaf cats because people really liked the rainbow loaf cats too. Little kids really like those. And then I have some, I'm going to do like things like, we'll do like 2 of them. Like I have patterns for some like cryptids and stuff. So we'll do like 2 of each of those because they'll be the higher price points, and lots of the little things to take away. I brought non-crochet things with me last time and they just didn't sell. So I think this year it's gonna just be all crochet. I might throw in some hand-stitched random things, but I think it's all gonna be crochet, and I won't focus on anything else. Like the earrings didn't really even get attention, the coasters didn't get attention, so we're not gonna waste our time with those. We're gonna make lots of stock of the things that I saw people touching the most, getting into the most, asking the most questions about. So we lived and we learned. We're gonna do some work with that sort of stuff. So yeah, it'll be fun. So I'm going to kind of I'm trying to put together the list of things that I want to make. I was doing wearables for a while, but like, I don't know. If it's in August again, it's like people aren't thinking about Christmas, but I could do some more Halloween things. Yeah, that's sort of Marcy just because of her coloring. I could do some more Halloween things, since if it's in August, that means we'll be thinking about Halloween, right? People start be thinking about. Could do some like cute crochet pumpkins and things like that. Welcome to Calico Tier. Isaac, you got a Doritos Locos taco. Nom nom. Nom nom. Because like people are like, oh, you should make like Christmas things. But I don't think people are thinking about Christmas in August. I think so. So I have one Baphomet left. I have the glitter pink and teal Baphomet. So I think I'm probably gonna make 1 or 2 more because those are, you know, bigger pieces. And I like to have a few, they like to say, you know, have a few showstoppers. And so I'll have those bigger pieces as like the showstopper pieces where people are gonna want to stop in and be like, ooh, what's this? I want to do a giant octopus too. And my dragon. I think I showed the dragon, the one day dragon. I think I did on Calyx's stream. I'll have that as well. How you doing, Isaac? What's up with you today? How was everybody's weekend? What did we all get up to? You guys will be shocked to hear that I baked bread. My boss was suggesting that she may buy a loaf of bread from me for their Thanksgiving celebration. Like, I love that. I love that. Ooh, more. We got more in the Calico Tier. Who else is in Calico Tier? Stream Elements. Good job, bot. Good job. CIP meeting tonight and tomorrow. Learning to drive a bus. Oh yeah, how's the learning to drive a bus going? Are you like a permit learner where you get to just go drive it and see how it goes? Really? so many things to memorize. I didn't think that there'd be that much different with a bus. I mean, my uncle was a Metro Transit driver. Big old bus. All the most front, the side, as well as suspension. Oh, geez. And the major components at the end. That's crazy. You would think it's just another vehicle, right? It's just a big car. You would think. At least in my mind, when I look at a bus, I'm like, it can't be much harder to drive. It's just basically a really big car. Apparently, I'm wrong. Oops. Ignore all of that. Shh, don't tell anybody. That'll get painted over with something that, things. I don't need to appease the owl, but I do need to appease my finch bird, and I think I did already. I think I did before stream. We've also got our other new check. Med check. If you haven't taken your meds, go take them. And if you need to do something good for your mental health, now is the time. Just a 15-passenger van. That's wild. You're a hero to these children you will be toting around in your van. That sounded really weird. Your alarm goes off in 38 minutes. Good. Listen, if I thought about the words coming out of my mouth, half of the funny shit I say would never happen. Oh, also, I updated the tarot definitions. So if you ever draw a tarot card in here, the definitions are updated, because the other ones that I was getting, they just weren't. I wrote them out a long time ago and I didn't love them. So it's being cold? Uh-oh. How so? My first thought is maybe you should offer them a blanket. Hey, Teach the Girl, how are you? If you use your channel points to get a taco, you can get an actual taco flavor too. I think tacos are only one channel point. I've been trying to get a good picture of Marceline that shows the brown in her coat. Because she's a black kitty, but she also has a lot of brown in her coat. I don't know. hair on here. Yay, you got chorizo taco. I think I got a shrimp taco today, which, you know, admittedly, not my favorite. Of all of the ways I could eat shrimp, taco's not my favorite. We're just missing a back cover. Oh my goodness. I think that's so funny. I've been to garage sales where people have stuff so overpriced, and I'm like, you realize that you're having this garage sale because you're trying to get rid of stuff. And like, if you aren't willing to negotiate or you're not willing to price your stuff to sell, it's not going anywhere. So why are you putting all this time and energy and effort into sitting outside in your yard for a day when you don't even really want to sell your stuff, it seems? Now, I've definitely had people come to my garage sale when I've had them in the past, and they've lowballed me when I already set it at a really cheap garage sale price. And they're like, well, I'll give you 50 cents. And it's like, no. No. You see, this would go for like 20 bucks somewhere else, and I'm selling it for 5. So you can give me 5. I'm excited for like local garage sales again. I know garage sales really are a US thing. They're not really a thing anywhere else. I remember I had a Russian pen pal back in the day. And I remember trying to explain to her what a garage sale was. And she just she could not grasp the concept of it. Now, granted, it was before the internet was really a place where you could look that kind of stuff up and like see pictures and stuff. So that it just blew her mind that people would sit out in their yard and sell their stuff. Or that they would have so much stuff in general that they would have the necessity to do something like that. Is that really like, yep, you sell stuff out of the butt of your truck or your car? Okay, I think that coat should do it for this one. It looks like it does. All right, so we're gonna move on to 6. Do you do it at your house, or is there like a place that you go and like a bunch of people back things in, kind of like a flea market? Fascinating. Fascinating, I tell you. Oh, there's a dog at my feet. All right, we are on to 6. I don't think there were many 6s, but there were big 6s. Cool playground, church. So yeah, so like flea market style. Yeah, more like a flea market. Okay. Okay. Fascinating. There's a flea market up at my mom's place up north. But it almost feels like a craft sale, you know, like I don't like this brush. Try no. I'll try this one. Poacher's tool. Oh. Like how so? That's wild. I've definitely seen people who go to garage sales to buy things dirt cheap to have their own garage sale. There's this one house down by us that has like a permanent garage sale on the weekends. And I feel like that's all they do is they go around and they thrift things to bring home to have a garage sale. Which is weird to me, but hey. You know what? To each their own. Buying and selling on eBay. I mean, there's people who do that here too. There's people here who do that too. I was actually thinking of selling some of my Disney pins on eBay. Because right now, like, I'll have ones that I really want to keep. I have ones I traded for. But I also have a bunch that I just don't really care about. And I don't want to just sit on them. So I could sell them. Oh yeah, there's people who do a lot of that here too. Like they'll buy stuff and then... I used to do some upcycling. I don't do as much of it anymore. Mostly because having all the junk on hand to upcycle with kind of got overwhelming. You know? Yeah, I upcycled some things for my wedding dress the first time I got married. I did, I used pieces of my mom's wedding dress to make things for my wedding and part of my dress and stuff like that, so. When Korg and I got engaged, man, I was so delusional and I was like, I am going to crochet my dress and do this and do that. No, absolutely not. Unheard of. Then I was even just gonna crochet my flowers, my bouquet of flowers. Nope, absolutely not. Neurodivergence for the win. Okay, so I think that we should probably go this direction now. So that I'm not painting over wet stuff or touching wet stuff. how was everybody's weekend? What did you guys get up to? What did you do? How did you enjoy it? I made a really tasty soup. So I started a little bit of an emergency pantry. And I had leftovers that didn't fit into jars from like jarring up some beans and rice and stuff. And so I made a ham hock soup with it, and it's the extra beans, and it's so good. It came out so good. And then I made 3 loaves of bread, all of which I'm fairly certain are underproofed. I don't know. I have not heard from Yorick yet on how their bread turned out. I did not cut into their bread. I was so sure they were overproofed, but I think I need to do a little bit less panicking and a little more just kind of chilling. I also think what I might do is I might attempt an overnight loaf this weekend, because most of the time it needs to sit for 6 to 8 hours anyways. So if I can do all the stretch and folds before bed and like have the stretch and folds end at like 10 p.m., then I can just leave it out to ferment overnight and then get up in the morning and bake it. So I'm like neglecting to trust my gut, because my gut, whenever I go to be like, time for shaping, is always like, it's not quite ready yet. I'm like, oh, but what if it's over? You don't know. Honestly, I'd rather it be a little bit over than under. As long as it's not so over that it's focaccia, you're fine. I'm gonna make a sourdough banana bread this weekend. Really excited about that. But yeah, tell me, what were you guys doing? What did you get up to? I got to go to a new ramen place. That was good. Okay, so I think maybe this next. It's a big old piece of 6 right here. I'm also still trying to kind of plan out what I'm going to do for my bake sale, for my fundraiser. And I think I'm going to do it over 4 months, and I'm going to do one specific baked good a month. So I'll do like scones 1 month, and then I'll do granola bars, and then I'll do like loaf bread. And then I think I'll probably end with sourdough. Just because I think like I need more time to make sure I'm really perfecting it before I get there. Like I really want to nail my bulk fermentation times down. Which are all changing now that the season's changing, but you know, who's counting? But at least if I can get good, solid, I know what my dough looks like and feels like when it's ready, then we'll be good. The cinnamon spice swirl bread that I made this weekend was the spices in it were a mixture of was pumpkin spice and cinnamon, which I mean pumpkin spice has cinnamon in it, but it was more than just cinnamon. I sent some to work with Korg for a friend. They were requesting some bread. But yeah, again, hi, hello, how are you? How was your weekend? I would love to know. My brain doesn't feel like it's got a whole heck of a lot to say tonight, so no talk, only paint. Hyperfixation mode, you know? I think also if I'm gonna start working on market prep stuff, I get too distracted doing market prep stuff on stream, but I want to stream it because I think it will make me commit to doing it. So I might start doing like an every other Sunday night stream, but co-working style. So very quiet, Pomo timers, all that. Which means I need to get Super Sweet Bot up and running again. Let me know if that sounds like a thing you would be interested in. It might be on Sunday nights when Korg has D&D, so from like 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Obviously Central Time. Convert as necessary. We also started a crafting group at work. Meow! Hello. And I guess once a month we get to spend an hour just hanging out and crafting, which is kind of cool. How are you doing tonight? How was your weekend? I mean, this cat is currently alive because none of my cats want to hang out with me tonight, apparently, which is rude. The fake cat man. Oh, that's the other thing I added. You can also type exclamation mark and your astrology sign or an astrology sign, and it will tell you characteristics about that sign. Also, if you take a tarot card, like if you do exclamation mark tarot and you draw a tarot card and you're not sure, like, what does the suit of swords even mean? You can do exclamation mark swords and you'll get some traits about the swords cards too. I've been meaning to add some more of that Astro Nerd stuff in, because I am an Astro Nerd. And now it's there. Some tarot, some astrology, all of that. Like, I do this. You get some of the things that are the key things about a Virgo. I need a little bit smaller brush. Yeah, how are we feeling about some Sunday crafty co-work streams? Wouldn't happen every Sunday, because sometimes I like my Sunday night to just unwind while Korg is doing his thing with the D&D. I think they'll also just kind of pop up too, because co-working is gonna happen when it happens, you know? It's one of those things where it's like, I gotta get some shit done. Looks like we're co-working. Like I said, that means I think I have to get Super Sweet Bot back, so that people can feel like they're participating too. Which I would want. However, like holy smokes, hi! It's been a minute. How are you? How are you? How the heck are you? Five years, my God. Where does the time go? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. As you can tell, once again, my crafting hyperfixation has changed, and we're doing painting now. I'm actually thinking about selling my perler beads. I gotta message the person who's interested in them and see. At this point, it's like if you cover shipping, you can have them. But I gotta check with them first. That's like more than 12 days. It is more than 12 days. Doing art now too. What's been your art focus lately? What has been your art focus lately? Whoa! Tabby Cat here. Nice job. Can't forget the side of the canvas. Cute, strange characters. Oh my God. That sounds right up my alley. I love cute and strange. They're like that's like my two favorite genres. Blue Sky, yeah. I don't think there's any link restrictions, so if you want to drop the link right now, you can. I'll go give you a follow. If I'm not following you already. I don't know. Sometimes I found people on Blue Sky and didn't even realize it. It's true. It's technically true, Kaz. Oh, wait, where'd you go? There you are. Aww. Latho art. Oh, that's cute. You're Gimli and Sam. Very cute. A murder goose. Murder goose. Murder goose is amazing. Oh, fun. I think I'm still following you, aren't I? I'm not anymore. Well, I am again. Here we go. You drew it without looking? That's amazing. Love that. Love it. See, I draw about that good with my eyes open, so. Your art is very fun. Also, Kaz, those types of facts are like my sense of humor in a nutshell. You know? I'm gonna have to go back over that spot, but I can't remember. So it's, I don't know. Can't remember what color number that is. I think I took a picture of the canvas before I started. That could tell me. maybe not. It's not bothering me too much. Yes, if you type !project, you can get a link to, there's a company called Grey Duck Art, and this is what they do. They make these little kits for people of their pets. Oh, nope. I'm silly. It's pet. Oh my god. I don't remember. Yes, that is a hat. You are correct. What is it? Now I don't know what the command is. It's not, it can't be pattern. That's so funny. Okay, well, I'm gonna update this. Oh, apparently my keyboard's dying. Okay, now it should work. There you go. Got it. Right? This is her Halloween. She actually had a dragon costume for Halloween. The one year she did dress up. She was a widow dragon. She wore the costume for all of like 5 minutes and then she's like, nah, I'm over it. She was okay for a while. She's okay with it for a while. But when she was done, she was done. Had to bring Marcy to the vet unexpectedly last week. We jokingly call it she has a case of scrungle butt. She has a hot spot on her tail that she won't leave alone. And so she got an antibiotic shot and an antiparasitic just in case and like a bunch of stuff. But now she's scrungle butt. They shaved her tail around the hot spot too to give it air. Oh, that poor girl. Yeah. I'm actually surprised she hasn't even come in here. It's just Rupert in here tonight so far. He's jealous because his painting's done. Oh, tummy troubles last week. Hopefully he's feeling better. The nice thing with the darker colors is I feel like they only really need 2 coats. The light coats sometimes need 3 or 4. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, they reminded me that Marcy still needs to have 2 teeth pulled and a good dental cleaning. And I told them, that's lovely. But the quote that I got for that means she's going to have to wait a little longer. I would love to be able to get it done like right now, but with her needing dental work and Rupert needing dental work and Dagny just in general being old, we have been blowing our pet budget. And it's not causing her any additional problems right now, so I'm like, okay, holding off for a bit. I would like to get it done this year. Both her and Rupert, I'd like to get their cleanings done this year. Because Rupert's needed a cleaning for probably 3 years at this point. But they don't have any other issues or symptoms, so... Like, Dagny needed her teeth out because they were causing eye problems. Oh, so we had those out. And they were causing other health issues, too. Right now, Marcy's just... She probably needs them out. It looks... They don't look painful. They just look... like, And it's just two of her teeny front, bottom incisors. Okay, we're just about done with 6. Oh, got an ad starting, hang out, get a stretch break, get some water. See you in about 3 minutes. I think that's it for 6s. So we'll start at the top and work our way around again. Okay, with the darker colors, like I'm starting to kind of see it, but also she's a brown cat. All right. Back to the top. Clearly the ad hasn't started yet. I don't know what's with the weird ad delay. Right now I get the notification. It's like, hey, ads are going to start in 24 seconds. And then like 2 minutes later, ads run. It's very strange. Did it again. actually want to do this because I haven't tried it yet. What do I get today? 6 of Cups. Okay. It is kind of a theme I've been getting lately as Cups cards. And needing to kind of let my inner child have its minute. Get back to being a little more playful and curious. It's hard, man. Life's heavy. Life is heavy and hard. But I get it. And the reminder is nice. I'll wait. I'll ask again once the ads are done. But what does everybody's week look like? What kinds of things are you planning to get through this week? I said I'll ask again after ads, right as ads end. If you missed it on your way back in, my question was, what are you guys getting up to this week? What are you looking forward to? What's coming up? I've been trying to get to bed on time so that I can do reading before I go to sleep, even though the book I'm reading right now is ripping my heart out. What's that? Tell me more. Say more. Is that a band? I got tickets to go see Everclear. I'm really excited about it. Not until November, but still. Oh, Bollywood Metal. I kind of was thinking that's what it made me think of. So good name choice. It invokes what they're trying to sell. That sounds amazing. I hope that it's an incredible time. Enjoy your lurk. I hope that it is literally amazing. Oh, that's awesome. I love that you're getting to do that. $25 months. Oh my God. That's more than 2 years. Thank you. thank you for being here and for using that Prime sub on me, of all people. It does make me feel old, considering I've been streaming for 7 years now. You know? This is year 7. I started out streaming from my laptop with a shoddy connection in my living room. Well, actually started out in here, but like I did a charity stream like 3 weeks into my first streaming event, and man, I think it was a 12-hour stream. My internet was being crappy, my computer was laggy, but man, I had a good time. It was all video games too. I only did video games in that one. It was right when Pokemon Hello, Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu came out. That tells you how long ago that was, right? I remember the first time that my Eevee brought me a present, I cried. And I played one of the Super Mario games. Can't remember which one. But I got to be a dinosaur. And I laughed maniacally. Like, I had such a good time being the T-Rex. I played my very first Animal Crossing game. I played Animal Crossing City Folk, and I hated it. I got so mad at the game, I rage quit. Because in those games, like, even though Tom Nook is definitely a crook, in those games, in the old Animal Crossing games, like, he was downright vicious. Welcome to the cat community. Thank you for joining us. And I remember just being so mad at how rude the game was. Like, the game was mean. Old Tom Nook was vicious. Did anyone else play the older Animal Crossing games? I don't know why those aren't showing anymore, but they're not. For some reason, like, the follows aren't even popping up in chat. I just get the follow message, so if I don't call you up by name, that is not necessarily intentional. But hello and welcome. I appreciate you being here. Oh my gosh! Hello! Crafty Ray, Cookies and Crafts. We've traveled through the newfangled interweb to join your painting shindig. I love virtual cookies. Sedderm, Ivixcar, hello, welcome in. Possibly Crafty, thank you for bringing your family here. Thank you for bringing your family here. Let me get this paint off of my paintbrush before it dries. And I will say hello to you guys a little bit more intimately. Well, not that intimately. Haha. Hi, hello. I'm gonna do this. We'll do this. Hello, thank you for checking in here. Thank you for rating. Thank you for bringing your fam. Tell me what you were doing. Tell me how things are going for you. And if you have to raid and run, please don't. Raid and rest. If you need to, please don't hesitate. If you need to do that, I totally get it. But I'd love to hear what you were working on today. How are you doing? And you got your daily taco. Thank you for collecting your daily taco. Very much appreciate that. Welcome on in, Raiders. For those of you who have never met me before, I am Kat, and I craft on Mondays and I game on Thursdays, and I have been doing painting, a lot of painting lately. So, hi, welcome on in. Possibly Crafty, how are you? Tell me all about you. Tell me all about you, and tell me all about what you got up to today. I love virtual cookies. I can be bribed very easily with cookies. Oh yes, we love tacos here. We love tacos here. One of my favorite emotes that I have is my taco cat. Regular taco cat, but also this is what I like to affectionately call the taco roll. No worries. Thank you for joining. I've been there. Like I said, if you have to raid and run and raid and rest, please don't hesitate. Totally get it. But I'd love to get to know you a little bit better. And if you guys joined in on this raid and you're sticking around, please make sure to take a stretch break, grab some water, de-stream, take yourself offline for a couple seconds if you need to. I will still be here. I will be here. A 3D beaded dragon finishing the tail. Like, oh gosh, Cernadia's dragons? Because those things are so cool. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. If you have links, I don't currently have link block on, so if you want to share some photos, please feel free to. I'm getting distracted because I'm really excited about my painting. So this is my cat Kima. This is my cat Kima. And if you do !project, you can see the company that I got this from. It's a local Minnesota company, but they do ship all around. They ship all around. I think mostly US they do shipping. I don't know if they ship outside of the US just because the paint. I don't know that they could guarantee that the paint would hold up. But yeah. I love hearing about this. Scream. Kima's little Kima does a little bit of an existential thing. Oh yeah, they do lots of local events at tap rooms. They do. They're trying to get more tap room events involved. That's actually how I found out about them. My very first picture that we did of Dagny, I started at a tap room event. Very, very fun. Highly recommend. Their kits are always great. If you've got pets, not just cats and dogs, they've done people's cows. Siren's dragons have changed the pattern to include a beaded mouth teeth. That's super cool. That is super cool. I love that. Oops. Painting a little outside the lines there. That's okay. No one will know but me. I usually bead on stream, but I'm a variety crafter. Knitting, sewing, quilting, paper crafting. So you're a multi-passionate creator like me. I actually started out on Twitch as a perler beater. I did perler art. And then I moved into embroidery and cross stitch. Then I moved into crochet and knitting. Now I'm painting. I do a little bit of all of it, honestly. It's really wherever the neurodivergence takes me. Mmm, cream cheese taco. But yeah, if you guys joined on the raid, like, what do you guys like to do? Are you gamers? Are you crafters? Are you bothers? But none of the cats have come in, so we have fake cat. We have fake cat right now because none of the cats have even come into the room tonight. There's so many cats in this house, and not a gall dang one of them wants to be on tonight. You embroider too, yeah. See, and that's the thing, is you forget all the hobbies that you do. I've done mandala stone dotting on stream. I've done watercolor. Gosh, guys, help me out. What other things have I done on stream? Fabric ornaments. Trying to think. My cats have jumped up here, and it's definitely been a please don't. There is wet paint, and not only do I not need this ruined, but I also don't need to chase a cat with wet paint paws everywhere. I did a baking stream. Diamond art. Yep, I've done diamond art on stream. I did a baking stream once. We did Christmas cookies. And I actually might be able to do a Christmas cookie setup again this year. I might be able to do a holiday baking stream. I was thinking about doing like a bread making stream, but that would be very boring because a lot of bread making is just waiting. Like, cool, everybody, we mixed everything up. Now we wait 30 minutes. Cool, we did stretch and fold, and now we wait another 30 minutes. Now we wait 8 hours while it bulk ferments. But we could do a baking stream. You bake a lot of bread too? Hell yeah. Are you a sourdough person like I am? I have lots of opinions about sourdough. I have lots of opinions about the TikTokification of sourdough. You have a flour mill? I'm so jealous. That's like my if I stick with sourdough for a year, because you know, neurodivergent, therefore I switch hobbies a lot. If I stick with sourdough for a year and I'm still into it, maybe I'll get myself a mill. I started my own sourdough starter, and then I bought 2 starters, established dehydrated starters, because I like science and I wanted to compare. So I have 4 starters now, technically. Because I have a experimental starter that is a tiny little bit of the other 3 starters to make a mutant, and I love it. I've baked sourdough bread since the 70s. Yeah, I have not. I've been baking sourdough bread since January. I used to bake bread, but it was always yeasted. I never did sourdough. I like caring for my starters. I have like I said, I have sourdough opinions though, because I feel like TikTok and social media have gotten people to feel like there's only one way to do sourdough. And if you've been baking sourdough since the 70s, you know that that's a lie. I also, people who don't do a lot of heavy bakes, I get frustrated with how much flour and discard they have wasted when they can just keep a much smaller starter. Much smaller starter. My starters are in 4-ounce jars. That's it. And then if it's a bake day, I put them in a larger jar so I have enough levain. But that's about it. Yeah. I feel like that's one of like the nice thing is that like it's gotten people back into bread baking and everything, and it's gotten people back into doing things from scratch and from home. But I also think that there's people get so confused and frustrated with it because everyone's like, keep this giant starter and there's only one way to maintain it and blah blah blah, and clearly there's not. And I buy in bulk at Costco, so I know it would be really great to mill my own flour. I don't know where I would get grain to mill though. So because I keep a smaller starter, I usually only end up with like 3/4 of a 16-ounce jar at the end of the week, and I make pancakes with that on Sunday for my husband and I. Or like this week I'm going to be making a banana bread with it. And so yeah, I don't love the waste and how people keep these literal gallon tubs and they don't bake that. They make like 2 loaves a week maybe. And they have all this flour they're wasting. It makes me so sad. Keep a small stiff starter. Only use the little bit that you need to use. If you are worried about maintaining it, dehydrate some. You know, like if I'm going to go out of town and my starter's going to sit around for a week, I'll just use that as discard for the week, and then I'll start from my dehydrated stuff. My dehydrated stuff comes back within 2 days. So exactly. Keep a little backup dehydrated just in case you kill it. It's great. It's great. I accidentally did the thing that almost every bread baker has done at one time or another, I'm sure, is I put my starter in the oven to stay warm with the light on, and then I forgot it was in there, and I preheated my oven. Oops. But I had dehydrated starter. And I was able to start over again, and it was fine. Everything was fine. I killed PETA, but I brought PETA back. All of my starters are named after Hunger Games characters. Now I gotta just go back and find some of those white spots. Fill them in. Otherwise, I think we're good and we can move on to the next color. I think so. I think we're good. Yep, I had a glass of bread. That's what I did. I actually ended up just throwing it out. I just ended up throwing it out. So if you refuse to throw away starter Positively Crafty, what's your favorite way to use up your extras? I'm so excited there are more bread people here, you guys. I'm such a nerd about bread right now. My mom asked me like one question about sourdough, and I talked her ear off for like 30 minutes.
You're my friends now. We're having soft time.
Welcome, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I don't know why my chat messages aren't showing up any longer, but maybe I can fix that. I don't know. I don't know why they're not showing up anymore? They used to at least pop up in chat. Maybe that'll work now. We'll see. We'll see. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. I only use my starter and I don't throw it away. I only feed mine after dumping what I need in the bowl and I'm using the new dough. Then I add water and flour, leave it on the counter until it starts to form bubbles, put it in the fridge. No feeding between bakes. And if I'm away for a week like I am now, no worries. Just bake the day after I get home. No waste at all, ever. Right? Like, they wouldn't throw that much away. That's why I've stuck to stiff starter and smaller starter. Because it's like, it's wild to me. I mean, we say back then when flour was expensive, but my God, is it expensive now too? Only use it for baking bread and you bake a couple times a week. That's awesome. Yeah, I only bake once a week on the weekends typically. So I always do have a little bit of discard left, but I use it up for breakfast. Make breakfast rolls and things like that. Use the same method to care for my pretty much starved by some people's standards. Yeah, I think if you can keep it from just becoming overly acidic, then it's fine. And that's really all my goal is I give it the sniff test. One of my starters actually kind of smells like bananas and caramel. It's very strange and I love it. And the bread comes out so good. I have another one that kind of smells almost like beery, like yeasty beery. Love it. Love it, love it. Yeah, I like mine. See, I like it to be sour, but I know some of the people that I bake for don't love it to be overly sour. So if I'm making sandwich loaves, I tend to use less acidic. So it just depends on if you really like the sour or not. I like the little tank. It's got that like bright yogurty zip. But see, again, that's like another one of my points is like, there's not just one way to do sourdough. You know, depending on how you ferment it and how you care for your starter, you can have more sour, less sour. It just depends. So I get really frustrated with those people, not with those, in general, with people who are preaching that there's only one way to do it and this is the only way and you're never going to have good bread if you don't do it this way, and like ugh. Oh yes, maybe I don't think there's any sugar in mine, but I know I have made a sweet starter and I really loved how my bread came out with a sweet starter. I'm probably going to do a cinnamon swirl loaf with my sweet starter. I want to do a chocolate starter too. But I just like to experiment. I like science. I like experimentation. I like just trying new things. Thank you for indulging my bread obsession. I appreciate it a lot. It's one of those things that I've hyper fixated on, that I don't really have anybody to talk to about it with, so I like that. Yeah, shorter proofing time really helps too, for sure. Or do the warm oven, yeah. those things really do help. I do that too. Yeah, I think that I would do a chocolate starter and do like a chocolate rye and all-purpose flour loaf. I made a chocolate chip bread for Valentine's Day, and we topped it with mascarpone cheese and fresh raspberries, and it was heaven. It was so good. I gotta make that chocolate loaf again. That was so good, especially if I get fresh raspberries in my garden this year. Can you even imagine? Oh my god. Yeah, I love experimenting. I love playing. Like, even my loaves, because right now I've been a little bit paranoid about overproofing. Again, because the internet's dumb. That most of my breads are just slightly underproofed. Like, not so much that they come out like crappy, but they're still a little more dense than I would like them to be. But I experiment, and I'm experimenting with timing. Also, being in a colder climate in Minnesota. Please do cook dinner, feed the humans, feed the dogs, and thank you again for joining. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you around. I gave you a follow. And yes, thank you for the bread talk as well. Please take care of yourself. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was lovely to meet you too. Oh, I gotta figure out where all the 7s are. Okay, so there's a bunch of 7s down here. There's one there. Oh, I see they're here. But I feel like I need to come over here and then come across so that I'm not dragging my hand across paint. You know? I feel like every stream devolves into bread, whether you guys like it or not. That's what happens when you hyperfixate on something, right? Evek, do you have a favorite bread you've made? Or like favorite inclusions or... And also tell me if I'm saying your name wrong, or if you want to be called something else, please. Raspberry muffins, but the raspberries aren't in season yet. Yeah, our raspberries aren't in season yet either. It's just spring here. Newly spring. I'm planting some more raspberries. I have wild raspberries in my backyard, but I only ever get like 2 vines of them. So this year I'm going to give them a trellis, and I'm going to chaos garden some raspberry seeds and to get more raspberries, hopefully. My dog steals them though. So you know how raspberries have thorns? He'll walk up to them and pull his teeth back and like bite them off. He's a fiend for raspberries. Biosphere's a good sandwich loaf. Oh yes. Sourdough cinnamon rolls. Yes. Chelsea buns. Oh, I haven't had those in a really long time. I just started making milk bread too. Yeasted milk bread. I do love really good sandwich bread. So I have, I do like a basic AP flour, bread flour mix. And then I'm going to do a whole grain this week. I haven't gotten to do a whole grain bread. I want to do a sourdough sandwich loaf this week too. Because I haven't made one yet. I've just been doing yeasted. I did King Arthur Flour's yeasted cinnamon swirl bread. So now I want to see how that compares to a sourdough version of it that I found. I just bought some Pullman pans too, and I'm not entirely certain I love them. Like, I do like really square bread, but I'm not sure I love them. Oh, chocolate milk bread. I was gonna make a chocolate milk bread too. But I was gonna put a little orange essence in it, or orange blossom water. So it'd be like chocolate orange. Because I think that sounds incredible. So many ideas. See, that's the thing, is baking is just like creating. It's just like crafting. Experimenting with flavors and stuff is all just crafting. If you're wearing headphones, this song is very 8B, and it is. Very bilaterally stimulating. Baking is chemistry you can eat. It's true. My ex-husband had a culinary degree, and he just did not and could not get baking. Even though for a culinary degree, you do have to go through basic bakery and pastry. But he just didn't. He just couldn't. Baking just didn't. I also really like cooking. Experimenting with flavors and cooking and stuff too. Usually my rule for cooking is I'll follow the recipe one time, and then I will bake it my own way or cook it my own way. But I always want to be like, all right, I'm going to try this recipe. And then whatever the outcome is, it's like, okay, didn't love this piece, needed more salt, needed a little more kick. I think a pork stock would be better than a chicken stock. Like, but I always try to bake it once by the recipe. Unless it's something that I'm coming up with on my own, clearly. I don't usually cook by the seat of my pants, but it doesn't usually go. Oh no! Oh no! Do they not like the same flavor profiles as you? Or are your experiments really experimental? I eat it because it's delicious, but they typically don't like it. Oh, yeah. So your tastes and their tastes don't align, which is fine. I probably should have painted this. We're gonna go back and paint this real quick. I was kind of cooking at home. My parents were both pretty bland with the way that they ate, so I didn't really do a lot of cooking at home because I like to experiment. Who doesn't love spicy macaroni and cheese? I mean, honestly, you could convince me to try like a mac and cheese with hot honey or like a buffalo mac. Why not? Try it. How do you know if the flavors are gonna combo if you don't try? I'm really hoping that our temperatures stay up this week because I would really, at least one day this week, I'd really like to go outside for a run. But I usually love winter running, but I've been such a baby this year. I barely went outside. I went out for a couple of cold runs. They weren't that cold. But I've been such a baby this year. And I'm kind of mad. Kind of mad about it. And I have plenty of time to train for the race that's coming up. It's not till October, but like still. I also wanted to do a cold water dip this year. I did a couple last year and they were great. Never did them. Kind of mad. They're on my 2025 bingo card. Luckily, it gets cold in Minnesota in like November, so I should still be able to get one in for my bingo. I should do an update on my 2025 bingo card. I know I've made progress on my baking different types of bread. For sure. I made a little bit of progress on petting 100 cats. Ooh, this weekend I added a new restaurant to my Try New Restaurants. I got a log. I have 3 books on my book reading task. I messaged a friend. I think I have both leave the state and go to a new state. New York isn't a new state, but I did get in touch with a friend recently and be like, hey, I need to get out of Dodge. I want to go on a solo vacation. You around? I'd love to come visit you. I just gotta figure out when it's gonna work. It'll probably be like July, August, but I haven't been to New York in over a decade. I don't think I've been to New York since probably the year of my divorce, which, yeah, okay, that was like 8 years ago, but still. But that was upstate. Like, we weren't in New York City that time. We were upstate. I haven't been to New York City in definitely at least a decade. Now I think I can do these. I gotta get real fine detail. This one. So tiny. I'm still so surprised not a single cat has been in here all night. It's 8 o'clock. And we have had 0 cats. I'm legitimately surprised because normally I start streaming and at least Wisp is like, oh yeah, it's stream time. It is rude. It really is. No Marceline, no Wisp, no Kima. I mean, Dagny, I don't blame. She's old. Not that you can see him, but Rupert has been at my feet all night. So at least the dog's here. We can trust in the dog. Okay, so I think that's 11. I really should look at my original picture. Once I get done with 7s, I'll look. Somebody remind me if I don't think of it. And go back and look at the original picture. Because it's either 7 or 17. And I don't remember. And it's kind of rubbed off. Bronze with the tabby cats here. Nice job. Painting off camera. Just painting the edges. We're edging. There we go. Okay. Any more sevens? I think this is 7. 7, 7. Yeah, there's more 7s up here. There's more itty bitty ones. Now I want to go make more bread. Yeah, my boss was asking about like a caramelized onion garlic bread. And now my brain is like, I bet I could do it. But I almost feel like I would because could I make my own caramelized onions? Absolutely. Do I want to? Not really. I could get a really good caramelized onion jam or something. A good onion jam from somewhere. I actually do have water this time. Normally it's an energy drink. Thank you for that. Okay, now I think I've gotten all the 7s. I think this might be a 7 too. It's really hard to tell, but it's a single digit, so we're gonna paint it. It's this one that we're trying to figure out what it is. So let me see if I have a picture of it. From when we first started painting it. There, I do. Okay, hang on. It's 12. So that's 12. I could use, is this my eraser pen? My eraser pen is 1, 2. Okay. Hello. Ads in a minute. I think we'll be able to get through. I think I'm gonna skip. I think I'm gonna skip 8 for now and go to 9 after this. Because 8's another really dark color and it's in the eyes, so I kind of want to leave it until the end. Yay! You're welcome. I keep juggling that and Palia, and I am not managing my time well. I have both expansions now too, and it's very fun. Enjoy your spicy tofu taco. You get a flavor taco if you use your channel points. Bam taco. Yeah, because like 8 is in her eyes. I don't think I want to do that. I had a day off work today for my cancel vacation, and boy, did I need it. Ooh. I actually told my boss that once this ISP switch is done, not ISP, IP, so we did migrate IP servers. once our IP migration is done and good, I'm like, I'm taking a week off because I'm so burnt out from managing this project on my own. And she's like, yep, that sounds great. Like, I don't even want to take a week off to do anything. I just want to not have to do anything. Maybe I'll read like 3 books and make bread and go for walks outside. Maybe I'll see if my mom wants to go for a hike. We can find a new trail to go hike on. I gotta get my park pass for the year. Yeah, just like, I just don't want to do anything. I'm glad you could have that time. I'm glad you could take the vacation. I'm glad that hopefully you feel a little bit better. I think maybe does it sound like you feel a little bit better? Did Cricket give you a lot of snuggles? Yeah. Do it. Do it, I dare you. Take care of your mental health. I dare you. We don't have sick time. We have a gratuitous amount of paid time off, which also includes our sick time. I suppose I have a gratuitous amount because I've been there over 10 years, so. Okay, so a lot of my friends' cats are doing the same sort of thing. Like, my cats don't really want to eat right now either, but I'm not worried about it because it's spring. Cats always get a little weird in spring. Like, they're eating less. Which is like, are we coming out of hibernation mode? Is that what we're doing right now? Because that's fine. I've been eating a little bit less lately too. Like, my body's like, nah, we done hibernating. See, my cats have clearly been aloof too because none of them are hanging out with me right now. I think they're mad because I was house sitting for a friend today. And I will be house sitting for them through Wednesday. During the day. And I wasn't home and they all kind of snub me when I've been gone all day. I don't know that. I don't know if it's more in the spring. I would guess it's probably more because, you know, losing fur coat and everything too. I would assume maybe that would mean more whiskers. I have my little whisker jar and I keep all the whiskers I find in. It's a little dollhouse vase. Oh, I'm jealous, Kaz. Because I have no cats in my lap, and I have no cats in my room. I'm jealous. And my whisker jar is a little dollhouse vase full of whiskers. I actually probably need to put them in something a little bit bigger soon. Because I'm starting to get so many whiskers. Which is a good problem to have in my book. I feel like they're good luck. When you find whiskers, I feel like that's a good luck thing. I've used them in prosperity spells. And spells that need a little more playful whimsy. Yeah, because you're finding so many of them. Maybe you should go get some scratchers, see how it goes. Rupert is currently dreaming. I can feel him twitching at my feet. Oh my gosh, the other day, so I think it was like Thursday last week, I was working in my office, like I do, and Marcy was sleeping in the window bed. And out of nowhere, she started sleep growling. It was so cute. Did I just do this? I did not. Always do that at least once a stream. Yeah, she started sleep growling and it was so cute. She was clearly very upset with something. I will still never forget the time that Dagny farted in her sleep, and it spooked her so bad she woke up and hissed at her own butt. Never forget that day. That was so funny. Hi, Runner 5. How you doing? How you doing? Okay, I think we just have the little face stuff, and then we can move on to the next color. Most of these should be dark enough that I don't really need to redo them. Just touch up spots that are still a little white. Yeah, that kind of looks like it. There we go. Procrastinating on doing yoga. I've been there. Okay. I feel like feel like I'm gonna skip 8. Might skip 9 right now because there's not very much 10 to do. Not very much 10. And I think starting to add some of the brown in will make me think it looks more like her. This is like a cream. So let's see. Is this a true statement? If I add 10 in, does it make me feel like it looks more like her? Very flesh colory. Very fleshy. Oh! Somebody's here. Hi, honey. Hi, baby. Where you been all night? Where have you been all night, huh? Want me to move the kitty? Where have you been all night, huh? Kabukete. Up there? You stay up there? Yeah? You stay up there? Kiss, kiss, kiss. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Now you get a kitty. Almost all night long without a kitty, and now you get a kitty. It's not Madam Scrunglebutt, though. A weekly Saturday brewing yoga, but it's 13 miles away. 13 miles isn't too bad. I've definitely driven further for classes like that. What you doing, Wisp? So there's really not much 10. I think then it's just this spot. One of these days I should go to cat yoga at our cat cafe. But I never think about it. I always forget. I did puppy yoga once, and it was a bring your dog puppy yoga. That was the most stressful class because Rupert did not want to do anything other than run around and get in other people's way and be social. And I'm like trying to do yoga with my dog who's just like, people, I fucking love people. We will be ending stream on time tonight because I personally need to go to bed and let Suzanne Collins personally victimize me some more. Yeah, add them all to your calendar. Or like Facebook events or something. I'm gonna have to come back in and touch these 7s up. I love that you guys get together and do stuff. It makes me very happy. I should start doing that with Teach to Girl again. We used to go to workout classes all the time. We would just find classes to go and do. We did a capoeira class together that murdered our legs so bad, like neither one of us could walk for like a week. Like not even hyperbolically. Oh, haha, the workout was so hard I couldn't walk. It's like legitimately going up and down the stairs was so physically painful. I was avoiding doing anything in the basement or having to leave the house because I'd have to go up and down the stairs. Sometimes I zone out for a stream and check the subtitles and return to see what happened recently. I let Susan Collins personally victimize me. I mean, I'm a Hunger Games obsessed girl and I'm reading Sunrise on the Reaping and I am only 7 chapters in and she is ripping my heart out already. Just with lore drops so far. But she is legitimately ripping my heart out. yeah, Fourth Wing is fantasy smut. It's absolutely fantasy smut. Or dragon porn, as I've heard it called. But the dragons aren't the ones that have the porn. They're not the ones who do the porn. I'm midway through Iron Flame right now. But that got paused because Sunrise on the Reaping came out. And that was the rule, was wherever I was in the Fourth Wing series would be paused when Sunrise on the Reaping came out until I was done with Sunrise on the Reaping. Which, once I'm done with Sunrise on the Reaping, I'm probably gonna reread all of Hunger Games, so the first 3 books, and then Ballad. People have been asking what order to read the Hunger Games books in, and prequels are prequels for a reason. Like, read the main story first, or they are not going to have the same impact on you. So I would 100% read them in release order. Hello? Oh, is this that song? This is that song that just cuts itself off in the middle. I don't know why. There's like 3 minutes of nothing. I found it very funny as we were talking about books that we had read recently and at work, and like most people are like, oh, I've read A Court of Thorns and Roses, and you're kind of like, haha, I know you like fairy smut now. And my boss, who is almost retirement age, was talking about reading A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I was like, Mary, my goodness, I didn't know you had it in you. But good for you. So I have to have my white noise on or I can't focus to read. Audiobooks are nice if I'm I like to listen to audiobooks while I'm cooking. But right now I'm re-listening to 1984 and The Spell Shop, but 1984 has been what I've been listening to. So that's been rough. Oh, I have a stomach cramp really bad right now. Ow, 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 stomach, what the fuck? Okay, I think we're done with 10. Maybe not. I can still see 10 underneath the paint, and that makes me angry. That's better. Okay. Now we're gonna go to 11. You got 4 things from your Secret Santa at work. That's so funny. I would never, like in a professional setting, I would never gift that book. Oh my gosh. Like, if a coworker offers up that they've read it, okay, but I don't know that I would ever gift that. You don't, oh, it was probably just a, this is a popular book. Okay, okay. All right, they're forgiven. They're forgiven. But oh my god, that'd be like if somebody gifted you freaking 50 Shades of Grey and was like, here, I've never read it before, but it's popular right now. Can you imagine? I think I've told this story before, but I used to read on my lunch breaks at work, and I always took my lunch opposite of my coworkers so that I had quiet reading time. And so I was reading on my Kindle, and the CEO walks in, and he was also an avid reader. We'd shared book recommendations several times. And he asks me, what are you reading? And I told, because I can't, my brain is just like, I can't lie. Like, I'm not gonna make something up on the spot. I'm reading 50 Shades of Grey. And he goes, oh, interesting. My wife just read that. She really liked it. That's all the conversation was. But I was just like, oh my god, I can't believe I just told the CEO I was reading 50 Shades of Grey. And he was like, oh yeah, my wife reads that. My wife just read that. I don't know if he knew what it was about, or if it was just I recognize that because my wife is reading it. I don't know, man. But that was quite embarrassing for me. But like, autism brain was like, make something up. No, that's lying. Right. My wife just read that. She really liked it. Okay. Okay. Then I decided maybe I shouldn't read 50 Shades of Grey at work anymore, in case somebody asked, because clearly I have a problem lying. I've had a problem lying my entire life. I know this about myself. I just didn't think anyone would eat in the lunchroom at the same time as me, because they never did. Because they never did. Oh, I can't though. I can't. It's hard. Okay, so I've definitely lied in situations where it's inconsequential. Actually, no, where like it really mattered. There are times where telling a lie matters. But when it's something as stupid as what book are you reading, I was like, no, I can't. This is dumb. Say like making up a book is stupid. Could I have said any of the other books I had read recently? Yes. Did I know? Trust me, when I say most of the time when I'm lying, if I have to lie, it's usually not actually a lie. If that makes sense. It's usually something that it's been omission. Like I didn't say that I'm not doing that thing. I just didn't say that I was, you know? Because an outright lie to me is so uncomfortable. Oh, friend. I mean, I feel like it's okay though. Like, people need to be honest. Like, it does nobody any good to be like, I have a personality conflict with this person, so I'm gonna put myself in a situation where I'm upset and frustrated and overstimulated for however long you had to stay just to be nice. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Hey, I really don't like this person and I would prefer to not have to room with them is an okay thing to say. It's okay. I have a feeling we might finish this painting on Wednesday. I still don't think it looks like her, personally. I mean, I think it looks like her, but she's the way that these colors are coming out are very gray tabby. And she's a brown tabby. It's okay, it just means I get to paint her again. It'll be fine. For the most part, like, I've been really happy and the colors have been spot on. So, like, these kits are great and they do a wonderful job putting them together. And like I said, I'm gonna finish painting it before I pass judgment. But I think that some of this gray really should have been brown. Oh yeah, I don't remember where the captions are centered on screen because it's not a component I see anymore. I can change that too. I think it might be as I think they might be on Twitch as a panel. Let me look. Let me see if I can move them for you. Oh, you moved him. It's all good. Okay. I didn't know if you guys controlled that or if I controlled it. I don't remember anymore. If I do repaint this kit, I think I want them to do the same photo. I don't know what I'll do with this photo though. other than just have it, I guess. Yeah, but the coloring that's on here is definitely gray tabby. I can control Al. I am all powerful. I would believe you, Kaz. I would believe you. Because even 12 is like a dark gray. Like this, this cat almost looks like my neighbor's cat more than it looks like my cat. Which is fine. I gotta look at the time. What time is it? Okay. So this will probably be the last color we lay down. I think this is all of the 11s. I almost feel like if it was mostly brown with some gray, it would be different. But it's like all gray. And then we go into 12, which I guess 12 is like a darker brown. Should I try and slap 12 on really quick and just see? There's only 2 spots of 12.
Stop! I could have dropped my croissant.
I could have dropped my croissant. That's rude. Yeah, this is like a gray brown, which is fine. I think that we're missed the color. Her coloring is a miss on this one for me. I'm gonna put this, but I'm putting this one in just in case. I don't know that it's gonna change my opinion much. More hydrate, thank you. I'm like I said, I'm gonna wait until the end. I'm gonna reserve my judgment till the end, because sometimes I get real surprised. Oh, they do. They have lots of sales. Don't worry. They have lots of sales. And I know that if it works out, they might be doing if people reach out that I suggested reach out, they might be doing like a fundraising event for artwork. If the right people, if like I'm trying to put the connections in place. We'll see if that works though. Yeah, both Dagny's kit and Rupert's kit, perfect. Perfect color matching. Like their coats look great. This one just is, I don't know. I don't know if they just didn't read my note that she was brown more than she was gray. But it happens, and I'm not mad about it. Because for me, what that means is I get to paint it again. I also suggest that if you're going to get one of these kits, the brushes they include are not my favorite. I would look at getting like a detail brush set that is much, so you can get much finer, a little bit more control. They're not very expensive. Like I got a set of like 12 brushes for like $6, so. Yeah, I have a feeling that we're gonna finish this up on Thursday. I know I said we'd crochet, but since this is getting so close to being done, there's a part of me that's like, nah, let's just finish the painting. Because I do have another one that I have to get started. Yeah, I like the set off of Amazon with the little ergonomic grips. I like them a lot. I'm gonna wait until all the colors are in. I'm also gonna ask Cork's opinion because I just think she looks too gray. I just think she looks too gray. Well, that I think is where we're gonna stop for tonight because, oop, hang on. Before we go, I'm gonna do one little dab. Right here to cover up that 10. So I can still see it. And that will drive me nuts. Well, it is 9 o'clock my time, which is sign off time for us. But I will be back on Thursday and we'll be painting again on Thursday. So do not fear. Have no fear. There's not. I'm glad you did too. Okay, I think we're gonna go raid Mike because there's not a lot of people who are on right now, and Mike's always a good time. Mike is cross-stitching. Mike is cross-stitching, and it's a very cute cross-stitch, so we're gonna do that. Please come join me as we go say hello. And make sure you should drag a pattern of our crafting intentions. Ooh, please share lots of photos. Please grab that Ray call and join us as we go say hello to Soap Passion, also known as Mike. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week until we get to Thursday. So have a wonderful night. Stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent to each other, make good choices as always. Do something nice for yourself, and love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.